They say in space that no one can hear you scream, but you know where they can hear us scream?
Where?
The What Culture office. Ah! Hey folks, it's me, Ewan, joined by Adam.
Hey, how you doing?
For a special edition of the news, the thing that's special is that we're in it. And the sad news that we're bringing to you all today is that Disney have an entire Aliens vs. Predator anime series under lock and key, guarded by the mouse himself, and they're just not releasing it.
I know, right? It's just sitting there collecting dust, and it's ready to go.
It's ready to go.
Full 10 episodes, all done, all edited, all freshly made, ready to go, and they're just sitting on it, not ready to release it at all. What's going on with that, Ewan?
It's basically reaffirming my extreme dislike for the streaming generation. So yeah, this news comes by way of IGN reported it. It was on the Perfect Organism podcast. The former, I believe, licensing director at 20th Century Fox, a man called Joshua Izzo, basically revealed that there is an entire AVP anime series that was ready before the purchase of 20th Century Fox by Disney, which occurred a few years ago. And rather than releasing it, it's just being locked up tight. Adam, yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
It really does suck, and I mean, it sounded quite interesting as well. I mean, like, initially they were talking about it, and they were going to base it on the comic book series, which is really popular. They said, look, it's all there, that's the blueprint, we can just make that as an anime series. And then he got into the room with a couple of writers, so we had Eric S. Calderon and Dave Baker, got into the room with them, and then they started to create this brand new story, which was set way in the future, way beyond anything Alien or Predator that we've seen so far. And it sounded pretty cool, like what they were putting together, like different ideas, and then suddenly it was like, the ball was rolling, everything sounded like it was going really well, and then suddenly Ridley Scott, the saucy little devil, came along and was like, I want to make another Alien movie, and then all of that just stopped. And that's such a shame, because it sounded like it had such potential, right?
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, I'm always going to go and back for some more Scott goodness.
Absolutely.
Because I'm one of those guys that actually does really like Prometheus and Alien Covenant, and it kind of really does annoy me that we're not getting more Alien from him, at least in the meantime. But yeah, and an AVP anime series kind of is like, that's everything I want from a franchise to be an experimental with. I mean, Disney should know better. We've had Star Wars Visions that has come out over the past couple of years that has, attracted huge talent from across the globe. Several anime studios have obviously been involved in that. Some really amazing stuff. There was the Ronin short from last year, which was like peak Star Wars. So Disney should know better, but they have a big track record of doing this. Obviously, when Lucasfilm was acquired by Disney back in 2012. Star Wars fans won't need reminding that the game 1313, which would have been a prequel that would have shown the rise of Boba Fett and Coruscant, that was rather unceremoniously axed, even though loads of development had been, worked on. So yeah, it's a shame, but it's this kind of pointless nonsense. It's kind of emblematic of streaming. We've had the other week that last year, HBO Max decided to just tin the entire Batgirl movie and then also take a bunch of stuff off their platform. Disney Plus last week revealed that the Willow show that had literally been released last year.
The Willow show.
I think it's only been 6 months old, and now it's gone. It's being taken off, and I'm Turner and Hooch. Can you believe that? They're getting rid of Turner and Hooch. This is why physical media is so important, folks.
Absolutely. And it seems like tactical, because obviously we do have like the, Fede Alvarez movie that's coming out as well, the new Alien movie. So I don't know, maybe if Disney just wait until that drops to see how the reception of that is. And that does sound pretty cool. I've got a lot of faith in him. The 2013 Evil Dead was fantastic. I love that movie. Obviously I have Don't Breathe as well. And then it's him helming this. So it'll be interesting to see what he's going to do with it. And that sounds interesting, taking a younger cast this time and facing them off against a xenomorph in a distant colony. So I'm really intrigued to see where that's going to go. So maybe Disney's just holding off to see how that lands. And then maybe after that, the feelers are out there now for Alien Predators again. Maybe the anime will drop, who will know? But I hope that we do see something of it, because as I say, it sounded really cool. It sounded really fun. A cybernetic predator was mentioned as well.
So did they reveal many story details, or was it just kind of bits and bobs?
Little bits, like little drops of that. More like character stuff, like the cybernetic predator with like this crazy cool metallic arm and like jaw and everything like that. Sounds crazy, but I'm here for it. And then also another character called Bone, who all of his weapons are made out of tusks. I mean, give me this show. Where is it, please? I need to see that. So yeah, I don't know, hopefully when this new movie drops, obviously we got that little still from Alien Day as well, and we saw the xenomorph wrapped around that card, so I just hope that we get something after that, but we'll see.
Yeah, there's also that Noah Hawley TV show coming out as well. Again, I'm more excited for the movie because Aliens to me has always got to be a big screen thing. I was gutted when Prey came out last year. and it went straight to streaming because,
know.
man, this is Predator, this is Aliens. They should be on the big screen, unless it's an anime, in which case, you know, you can do your whole little like cool thing there. I think if they don't release this, I may have to conduct a heist. I may have to put a band together to break into the Disney vault and, you know.
It'll be like Ocean's 11, but it'll be like Ewan and I going into the Disney vaults and literally taking it from them and then putting it out there ourselves. I mean, that's going to happen.
We're willing to sacrifice everything for them. Willing to risk it all for the Aliens versus Predator anime series.
God, it better be good.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, it's emblematic of just how much scope there is to go with Aliens versus Predator. Like you mentioned, you've got the Romulus stuff coming.
Yeah.
Well, the working title is Alien Romulus, I believe, is the rumor. And yeah, I wish that we got more stuff like this, because compared to, you know, Star Wars, which obviously, you know, justifiably has been Disney's main focus for, you know, in terms of the properties that they have over the last like 10 years or so. And obviously they only bought Fox like a few years back. Still feels like they're not fully utilizing the assets that they got there. You know, I kind of like, if I was Mr. Mouse himself, I would have been like, hey Ridley, one more time. We're doing another Alien movie, or, you know, actually go back and say, if I've got a nice little Aliens versus Predator anime series waiting for me, it's hot, it's fresh, I'm not just gonna stick it in the freezer. No. I'm gonna devour that meal.
Absolutely, get it out there.
Get it all over me. Like alien goop.
Absolutely, no.
It's gonna melt my skin and I'll die.
You're right, though. I do wish that Ridley Scott did get to finish his trilogy. You know, like he started off, we have Prometheus, we have Covenant, and he's clearly going somewhere. And we all know kind of where it's going as well, when it's gonna tie into that original Alien somehow. And we, you know, as you said, get on the phone to him, Disney. Let's find out what that trilogy is gonna look like, how it's gonna end, how it's gonna tie into everything. And you mentioned Tales of the Jedi earlier. I mean, that's fantastic. That's kind of what we
Visions,
should be doing.
Yeah,
with Visions as well. Like, we should be exploring these new territories. We should be telling new stories within this universe. As I say, we had the Neil Blomkamp film, which didn't happen, but almost did at one point. And that's interesting. You know, it was rewriting what happened in Alien 3 and was kind of bringing characters back, and the artwork came out. It sounded interesting. It was a little bit of a rewrite going back on what we had, but we just need more stories that are explored in this universe. That's basically what we're asking for. That's what all those Star Wars fans are asking for as well. Just give us that ground to play in.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, let us know what you think of this Aliens versus Predator news down in the comments below. Are you upset that Disney has an anime series under lock and key? Donald, Goofy, and Mickey, they're guarding it. It's impenetrable fortress, we can't get in there. Yeah, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. And also what future Alien project you're most looking forward to, and how this makes you feel about streaming too, and whether you think that maybe the little love affair with all this kind of only online media consumption is kind of fizzling out, because, you know, I'm back on that Blu-ray hype now. If you like the video, please be sure to give it a like, and if you want to see more of this sort of thing and you're not actually already subscribed, please do give us a subscribe, because we're gonna have loads of fun new stuff coming to the What Culture main channel, like more news videos, discussions, podcasts, all that sort of good stuff. But yeah, I've been Ewan.
And I've been Adam.
And you can follow me on Twitter if you want to, at Ewan Ruins Things. You can find Adam on social media at
Strawn87.
Lovely, and we will hopefully catch you next time.
All right, take care, everyone.
Bye. Can you do a good Predator laugh?
No. What the hell are you?